If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Recently, Tank Davis caused controversy with a tweet aimed at Bud Crawford, which quickly increased tensions between the two fighters. Davis, known for his bold and often provocative social media presence, took things to another level by mentioning Crawford's family in his tweet. This tweet was Davis's response to Crawford's comments about his fighting style and claims that Davis had not faced the same level of competition. Crawford also said that Davis was upset about not being invited to an event. However, the personal attack on Crawford's wife and 8 children crossed a line that many boxing fans found disrespectful. Fans and analysts quickly criticized Davis on social media for bringing family into the argument. The tweet caused outrage, especially because opponents' families are usually treated with respect in the sport. Many fans who once supported Davis started distancing themselves from him. Trash talk is common in professional boxing, but attacking someone's family is generally seen as going too far. Davis's tweet not only angered Crawford's supporters, but also disappointed many boxing fans. They were concerned about the direction of Davis's career. While Davis is famous for his knockout power and exciting fights, this controversy shifted the focus to his behavior outside the ring. Some fans defended Davis, saying he was just trying to play mind games, a common strategy in boxing to build hype before a potential fight. However, most reactions from fans, fighters, and analysts saw the tweet as a mistake. Despite the backlash, Davis remained defiant and continued tweeting to defend himself. But the damage was already done. People were now talking more about his controversial behavior than his skills in the ring. Crawford didn't stay silent. As the reigning pound-for-pound king, he quickly responded with a video addressing Davis's tweet and sending a clear message. "You know I would absolutely crush you if we ever had..."
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and, daring to be great.
You would fight him.
Man, tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Gervonta said you got a glass.
Crawford's response was calm but firm. He didn't stoop to the same level of personal attacks as Davis. Instead, he focused on showing that he was ready to fight, whether in the boxing ring or outside of it. His message was clear. He isn't afraid of Davis and is willing to face him anywhere if needed. This measured response only strengthened Crawford's reputation as a composed and professional fighter, especially...
Let's just say we in a gunfight, right?
Yeah.
And I got a metal shield. And the opposite person got a glass shield.
Okay, champ.
Who gonna come out on top? I don't care about how much he run around. Once them hands get on him, it's gonna slow him down. And
Definitely if he touch him, he definitely if he touch him clean, he'll break.
This wasn't the first time Davis and Crawford had exchanged words. The two fighters have been at odds for years, publicly calling each other out multiple times. However, their rivalry had mostly stayed professional until now. Davis has often criticized Crawford's choice of opponents and claimed he lacks marketability. On the other hand, Crawford has expressed frustration with Davis's management and the fighters he has faced. In interviews, Davis has said that Crawford's career isn't exciting and that he, Davis, is the more entertaining fighter. He has also suggested that Crawford has avoided facing top opponents in their weight class. Meanwhile, Crawford has taken shots at Davis's skills, arguing that he is overhyped and hasn't fought the same level of competition that Crawford has faced throughout his career. Although they have exchanged insults before, Davis's tweet crossed a line that many felt went beyond normal rivalry. His personal attack on Crawford's family added a new level of animosity, making their feud a major topic among boxing fans. Terence Crawford and Gervonta Tank Davis are two of the biggest stars in boxing, and one of the most debated topics in the sport is who has made more money in their career. Their feud has escalated on social media platforms like X, where both fighters have taken shots at each other, sparking heated discussions among fans, analysts, and even fellow boxers. The debate isn't just about who is the better fighter, it's also about who has earned more money, who attracts bigger audiences, and who has the financial edge. However, this question is more complicated than it seems. Boxing earnings are often unclear. The true figures are only known to a few people, including network executives, promoters, and managers, who rarely share the full financial details. The fight purses released to the public are just part of the picture. Fighters also earn money from pay-per-view revenue, sponsorships, and bonuses, which are hard to track unless officially disclosed. Despite these challenges, some facts and expert opinions give us an idea of how their earnings compare. Terence Crawford has recently secured his place as one of the highest-paid fighters in boxing, thanks to two major fights: his victory over Errol Spence Jr. in July 2023 and his fight against Israel Madrimov in August 2024. The Spence fight, which was for the undisputed welterweight championship, was a massive pay-per-view event and one of the most highly anticipated matchups in recent years.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
Nah, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining a catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
Crawford not only won in dominant fashion, but also took home a large share of the fight's revenue. Reports suggest that this victory alone pushed him into a higher financial bracket. His fight against Madrimov, where he reportedly earned a guaranteed $10 million, further solidified his status as one of boxing's top earners. Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis has been a consistent pay-per-view attraction. His April 2023 showdown against Ryan Garcia was a major highlight of his career. The fight was a huge event, drawing massive attention and proving Davis's ability to deliver exciting performances in high-stakes situations. His victory, a stunning TKO over Garcia, helped establish him as one of the sport's most marketable stars. While Davis has consistently been a big draw,
I felt great. It was no different from 147, to be honest. Israel just was a strong opponent, you know, and we knew that coming in the gate.
social media presence plays a big role in this discussion. Davis has a huge following, with 7.5 million followers on Instagram and nearly 800,000 on X. In comparison, Crawford, despite being in boxing for a longer time, has a much smaller online presence with 1.8 million Instagram followers and 468,000 on X. These numbers matter because they show a fighter's marketability in today's digital world. Sponsorship deals, brand partnerships, and other income sources are often influenced by a fighter's online reach. Davis's strong social media presence gives him a major advantage in this area. However, social media popularity alone doesn't...
He said, I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Crawford's career longevity and consistency at the championship level are major advantages. He turned professional in 2008 and has been a world champion since 2014, giving him over a decade of earnings at the highest level of the sport. Championship fights, especially as the main event, usually come with bigger payouts, and Crawford's long list of title fights highlights his strong earning potential. Davis, who turned pro in 2013 and won his first world title in 2017, has achieved impressive success in a shorter time. However, he doesn't have the same level of long-term championship experience as Crawford. This difference in their career timelines suggests that Crawford has likely earned more.
How good is Terence Crawford?
Terence Crawford is good, but he's not what people make him seem. He's not pound for pound.
The involvement of His Excellency Turki Alalshikh in boxing has been a game changer, especially for Crawford. Alalshikh's approach of offering fighters guaranteed paydays far beyond what traditional promoters can provide has changed the sport's financial landscape. Crawford's $10 million guarantee for the Madrimov fight is just the beginning. Reports suggest that a potential fight with Canelo Alvarez could break records for fighter earnings. Alalshikh's ability to bring massive...
The thing I can say about Tank is he's smart. He can box.
Yes.
And he explosive. You know what I mean? But I'm saying skill-wise and in the mind, I don't think neither one of them can outthink.
For Davis, the financial situation is different. While his ability to attract viewers is undeniable, the quality of his upcoming opponents could affect his ability to earn huge paydays. His rumored fight in March against Lamont, Roach Jr., while a solid matchup, lacks the star power needed to generate major pay-per-view sales. Without a big-name opponent to help sell the event, Davis may struggle to match the earnings Crawford has secured through high-profile fights. To keep his financial momentum going, Davis needs to face opponents with greater star power, such as Vasily Lomachenko, Shakur...
How do you not lead with ego? Like if you hear somebody like Tank say, 147, I knock Bud out.
Well, he just talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he got the confidence in himself that he believed that he can do that because he's been knocking all these fighters out that he's been in the ring with. You know, so no knock to Tank, but there's definitely levels.
The debate over who has made more money also reveals a deeper difference in boxing philosophies. Crawford's career has been built on facing the we. Toughest opponents, often fighting in difficult environments to prove himself against the best. This approach has earned him great respect from fellow fighters and fans, as well as big opportunities to showcase his skills on major stages. Davis, on the other hand, has been criticized for taking a more controlled career path, choosing fights that focus on commercial appeal rather than competitive risk. While this strategy has made him a well-known name, some believe it has limited his long-term earning potential. Leonard Ellerby's claim that Davis now makes 8 figures per fight is
address the whole, I mean, not really address, but kind of speak on the whole Tank Crawford thing. Because when Crawford said he'd be willing to wait at 47 for Tank, he did say after the interview, well, like immediately after the interview, I was just playing around. Like, do you want people to just put that shit to bed?
Yeah, he was just playing around. You know what I'm saying? Tank does that, you know.
Early in his career, Davis didn't attract the same financial attention, and his rise to the top has been relatively recent. In contrast, Crawford has been earning big paydays for years due to his consistency and willingness to fight anyone, anywhere. This difference in their career paths makes the question of who has made more money even more complicated. Another key factor is the change in the pay-per-view model. In the past, fighters relied heavily on pay-per-view sales to maximize their earnings. However, Turki Alalshikh's guaranteed payouts have disrupted this system. Crawford's partnership with Alalshikh allows him to secure massive paydays without worrying about pay-per-view sales, while Davis still depends on the traditional model. This shift could have long-term effects on how both fighters approach their careers and financial negotiations. Critics of Davis argue that his social media fame and commercial appeal may not lead to lasting financial success unless he takes on bigger challenges in the ring. Meanwhile, Crawford's fans believe his willingness to fight the best proves his legacy and earning power. Their different approaches highlight a larger debate in boxing between traditional values of competition and merit versus the modern focus on marketability and entertainment. Ultimately, the question of who has made more money, Crawford or Davis, may never have a clear answer. Boxing finances are not transparent. So much of the debate is based on speculation and incomplete reports. What is clear, however, is that both fighters have taken different paths to success, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Crawford's recent financial success and partnership with Alalshikh put him ahead in earnings for now. but Davis's popularity and marketability ensure that he remains a strong financial force in the sport. As their rivalry continues, the debate over their earnings will
you there, or would that just be a matter of you waiting for him to be ready for you?
Yeah, no, Tank is at a lower weight class than me. He's at 135. I'm at 147. That's 2 weight classes apart. So
he would have to come up.
Yeah, because I wouldn't never.
You can't get that low.
So that's not gonna happen, because I saw people talking about it. You don't think that'll ever happen?
No, I wouldn't say that.